Hey, thanks for your interest in learning more about the programs that I offer through Inspired by Design. Katie Rupert. I am excited to hear what you think or if any of these programs feel like a good next step for you. And I just want to take a step back. Like, what is this all for? Why did this come to be? So I met human design when I was overwhelmed building a business, and it made all the difference. I know that applying your human design can make huge strides without blowing up your life or making you commit to something or even spend a lot of money on coaches. So I'm going to go over the different programs that you can integrate with me. So let's say you are like, yep, Katie's my gal. I know that I want to work with her, and I know I'm not for everyone, but if you are feeling that nudge, you're feeling that call, I want to tell you about the three ways, the three steps. And I kind of see this in a framework. You can start anywhere you want. You can jump right in both feet and do the Lighten Your Load journey. We spend that time on those foundational things that make all the difference. The ways to work with me, there's three, and I'll start from the top tier level. So if I were going to choose for you, I think everybody that commits to 90 days of just practicing in low stakes ways with curiosity, with a lightheartedness, practicing what your design says, trying it on, and giving it some time to integrate, this is going to be the most transformational thing. I also have a monthly membership that's very light on the load, but can make a really big impact because it involves community and it involves setting intentions for your month without forcing yourself to make these big goals, right? And it also comes with some group coaching. So the third thing is doing a reading with me, and that integration session is what I'm calling it. And this just helps you understand how your energy works. So if you know your type and you know your strategy and authority, you know your role, this conversation is going to be like, how can we start using this? And if you've never had a reading with me, it will include that information as well as your starter, your foundation to kick you off to see, is human design for me. So the way that I see the journey, the way that you're going to embody your human design and see if this is your path. I mean, I think it is for everyone, but you have to choose it. It has to feel right to you. So you join the Lighten Your Load journey. That first month is going to include you getting that integration session that you can do one-off with me. You start getting involved with the community so that you have that extra support. You hear how other people are handling this and other types through the coaching circles, and you're setting those foundational intentions. So all of that's going to be foundational, but as a member of the journey where you're committing to this 3-month timeline, you're also getting one-on-one support from me. So I have the hands-on experience with using human design to change my entire trajectory of my life and find that freedom from overwhelm and anxiety and all of these things through using all kinds of tools. So when you're part of the journey, you get access to all my tools from yoga to Ayurveda. You get 3 private session coaching sessions with me. This is one-on-one. It's just about you. It can include things about your human design, like teaching you, but it's mostly going to be like, what are we working on? Where are we lightening your load? Really digging in. So you get that one-on-one coaching. You'll also have the implementation piece. So, okay, this week we're going to work on using your strategy, and then you'll have that back and forth. So Telegram is a messenger app that I use. You can go to it. You can ask questions daily if you wanted to about support. I'll give little tips. That accountability piece is huge. The monthly moon workshops or circles. I also have access to something called the AO scanner that uses your voice to see where you are emotionally, and in the background create you a playlist that you can play to help support your emotional stability. It's a really cool sound healing program. You get that free with this journey as well. And then all of the things that I do weekly, whether it's a breath work or movement practice or just some contemplation, like around the new and the full moon, you'll have some journal prompts, for example. This program, similar ones to it, they'd be in the $5,000 range. But as someone who has had to say no to big ticket programs that I really wanted to be part of. I wanted to make this very affordable. So it's a 3-month journey. So 90 days. It starts with the moon workshop each month. So no matter when you're joining, whatever the first Thursday of the month, that's when your 90 days would start. And the total investment is $2,222 if you pay in full. So you get a little discount. Otherwise, it's $777 a month. And just for reference, just the private coaching itself is $555 is what I charge for private coaching. You get 2 calls a month. This is 3 calls for your sessions. But if you're not ready to jump in for that full 90 days of personal and private coaching, then maybe you would consider the monthly program. I'm calling this the Lighten Your Load Practice, because integration is really about just jumping in and doing it messy, right? We have the every other week group coaching. So you're going to have 3 calls / webinar type things where you can get real-time conversation with me. And I will have a weekly teaching that you would have access to. The total investment for this is $56 a month. And you can cancel that anytime. But if you do decide to pay for a whole year, you can save more than a month. And so you'd have a one-time payment of $598.08. And that saves you about $74. I would love to have you part of the practice. So maybe this is where you start, where you just join for a month and see if this makes a difference, helps lighten your load. And then if you're not sure that you want to be part of a monthly program, then maybe you want to try a Lighten Your Load integrative reading. So this session is that foundational understanding of your custom human design. I study your chart, how your energy works, share that with you, and then give you on that call. So I'll have about 40-ish, 45 minutes of just giving you the information, especially if you've never had that before. And then you will get custom tailoring to like, here's how we're going to try using this. Okay. And that is $222, very, very normal price for astrology or human design reading, but you're getting that integrative approach to it. So how it all works together and what little steps you can take to lighten your load. So those are the 3 main ways. And so it might make most sense to you to start with the integrative session, and then maybe you try the monthly. And if at that point you want to jump in and commit for 90 days. Or if you commit for the 90 days and do a journey, you're just like, I want to try human design for 90 days and learn it. I promise that it will serve you the rest of your life, even if it's not something that you do over and over again. And then it's going to include your monthly practice, and it's going to include 3 of these integrative sessions, not just 1. Okay. All right. And finally, if you're like, no, I don't think I'm going to be part of the Lighten Your Load journey process and that integration, I would encourage you to just try one moon circle. So these are always included in the practice in the journey program. But I have been doing the first Thursday of the month at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. I've been doing this for 5 months, and it has made such a difference. You can start to track how you're making your goals. Like as a high achiever, for me, I used to set goals and then I'd be disappointed at the end of the month when I didn't hit them. And then I'd set the same goals. And basically it was just this cycle of feeling bad about myself. But when you learn about the moon, it basically gives you 2 times a month where you can really dive deep on something that you would not come up with on your own. So this month that we're in, when I'm recording this, there was a letting go for the full moon. It was all about letting go of the patterns that you have in relationships that aren't serving you anymore. And for me, I just noticed like, okay, there are times in relationships that I perform or I change myself and it dims my light. It dims who I am or what I actually want to say. So identified that, set some intentions to let that go. And then for the new moon, set the intentions of developing practices of leaning in when I feel like I'm too big or too much in relationships, and just showing up authentically and letting my yeses be full-hearted yeses, right? So something along those lines is what you do. And there'd be a theme each month. You also have weekly forecasts for the human design transits. This is a really nice conversation with the community as well. Sometimes there's tears. Sometimes it's just like moving to hear what other people are working on. So anyway, this is $33. To me, if you're going to try a moon circle, you may as well try the monthly practice, right? And pay the 56. But I just hope that at some point you'll give one of these a try and just try it on, see if it's for you, because you just don't know until you try, right? All right, so finally, I have some fast acting bonuses. So this part will disappear from my offer recording, but right now I'm launching these programs as they are for the very first time. So for the next week, the next moon circle and start of Lighten Your Load Journey is August 6th. So when you join by August 5th, you can take advantage of the 90-day program and save $500. And the second bonus is that you get 3 additional months for the Lighten Your Load practice. So you get the 90 days working with me. That includes the Lighten Your Load practice. And then 3 more months of getting to still come to be part of that community. So it's 6 months of support, total savings of $668. And when you pay in full, that translates to $1,700. And if you want to pay monthly, it's $610.34. So a nice savings there. If you decide to do the Lighten Your Load practice and you join by the 5th of August, it's a BOGO for you. So you pay your 56 bucks and you get 2 months instead of 1. The Lighten Your Load integration session. So that is going to be, that's going to be that 222, that reading that you get. You're going to get a Lighten Your Load practice month for free. So you save $56, get to be part of the programs for a month. So you'd get to be, basically, you're part of the Lighten Your Load practice as part of your integration session, just to try it out. And the other thing I wanted to do, a little alumni bonus. So if you've ever paid for a reading with me, be it at a vendor fair for 33 bucks or done a mini reading for 56. So if you have done a reading with me, you can take up to $111 off, depending on how much you paid for your reading. And so you take that off the top. So those are my fast acting bonuses. And I wanted to give you just a quick rundown of these moon circles that are coming up, this workshop included free with all the memberships, but I would love to have you starting August 6th at that 6:30. Okay. Well, that, my friends, is what I wanted to share with you about the offers. And no matter what you decide, if you know someone that this will be valuable for, you know, someone that's been wanting a reading, send this to them this week so that they can get those discounts and be part of it. But I can't wait to work with you. Thanks for your time.